Ebusia. Ebusia, come with me again, or come with me again. Ebusia, this is your humble servant right here on this platform, Top Gossip 24. Now, Shami and our Boma can say them fila. Now, as I try to go here, we are cooking. Ebusia, we really cooking, and there's a lot of things going on out there I want to share with you right now. The downfall of Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu has arrived. Ask me why. Now, I'm here to tell you a couple of stuff and things I've heard and things that is already on social media somewhere. I will tell you all that. It is very important you know that the end of this self-acclaim and battle Igbo King. Now, some prominent organizations are picking the name self-acclaim and battle Igbo King. When you see say yourself or news about you is appearing somewhere in Ghana web and stuff like that with that name, it means that it has traveled very, very, very far. Now, there's another video also that I will show to you, and I asked myself, these Uzbekistanis, they don't really learn or they don't really see what's going on. There's a particular story that happened in Houston, Texas. Ebusia, Uzbekistani for no masa. Somebody says that they don't think about things when they are doing it. They just do them because they want to do it. And so that story also is there. I'll show it to you and then we'll talk about it later in the next segment of the video. But it is very important that you stay with me so you hear the next story I'm talking about, that the end of Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu, where his name is appearing in bigger platform now, is here. And we're going to talk about it. Let's go and watch those two videos, right? After that, we'll come and do the needful, and then I'll give you the filler and what is cooking in Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu abode. We'll be right back. All right, guys. So I believe strongly that you guys are watching what I'm showing to you. This is from the Igbo community in Ghana, and they denounce Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu as the Igbo leader. You guys say Nansen or he just did a press release saying that he has stepped down from the Igbo king to Igbo leader, and then the Igbo community in Ghana has also come in to say he's not their leader and that they don't know him and that he's not part of the Igbo community itself. Ebusia, that is another downfall of Chukwudi Jude, and people are really digging. Now, when you have your issue coming into Ghana web, okay, it means that the issue has traveled very, very far. And so there's one guy by name Highness BBBB Chief. We are also telling that guy that we don't want to hear that name again because I know what they are capable. We know what they are capable of doing. We know that he is about to downplay Chukwudi Jude and start uplifting himself. Before you see, he's also building another monarchy in Ghana. We want them to know that we are watching them keenly and we are actually putting our eyes and our ears on the ground. Now, what is going on in Chukwudi Jude's abode? Honestly, after I press Chukwudi Jude have been meeting all his small people. The small people are all any those sub chiefs no. He's been meeting them and he's been discussing the way forward and how he can change things and put things together, because they say are very weak. But again, we are saying here and they say we are monitoring him, and obi ebetro say kasana dosun, we need action. And sometimes the same people say they need action. When you are calling them for action, they will run away. They will do what? They will run away. Some of them. If you think you have what it takes to go take action, come and join us. Come and join us. Don't sit on the fence and then you keep saying this. Come and join us and let's do this. So this is exactly what Chukwudi Jude is meeting those young chiefs. No? And I'm telling you, people in the next coming month, or in the next coming days, a better day, because the end have started from the beginning. And we're going to summon Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu and all his 16 chiefs in a very nice way, in a very comfortable place. We are putting documentation and everything together. And
back here in the United States, a man appeared in a Houston courtroom today. He was removed from a United Airlines flight last month for allegedly getting on the plane with a fake boarding pass. Our Jason Allen has details.
United Flight 469 to Los Angeles was leaving the gate at Houston's Bush International Airport last month when a passenger told a flight attendant a man was in the bathroom. Today, the suspect, 25-year-old Abdurrahman Oriyomi, was in court, accused of using a fake boarding pass to sneak onto the flight.
I have no idea why that would have happened.
Police say surveillance video shows Oriyomi speaking with a TSA agent and then escorted to another TSA booth where his picture was taken, then passing through security. He was turned away from a gate after difficulty scanning the pass. About an hour later, he went to another gate and boarded the plane when United agents were distracted. The TSA said Oriyomi presented a valid boarding pass and that he did go through standard screening and did not possess any prohibited items. But according to the complaint, Houston police reviewed the boarding pass and said it was missing key information, and the QR code appeared to be forged.
Thanks to the alert passenger. So
John Pistol is a former TSA administrator.
Does it lessen the severity by the fact that this person was screened before they were let through?
It's less concerning to me as a former administrator that the person was screened, didn't have any deadly weapons, anything that could cause interference with the aircraft operation.
After that court appearance today, an attorney for Oriyomi told us he got the boarding pass online and thought he was just buying a cheap ticket. He was expected to be released from jail after posting a $15,000 bond. Jerika?
What a wild story. Jason Allen, thank you.
All right, guys, now I believe that you guys watched the entire video, right? You saw the video about him and where Ghana Web is describing him like self-acclaimed Igbo king, where also his own people have denounced him again. We have heard about his own people denouncing him and saying all sort of things before, but now it has appeared in Ghana Web. Now the other guy who name was mentioned, High Chief, whatever, listen to me carefully. We are not here to play games. We are not here to joke. You cannot also start elevating yourself because you are trying to down somebody. All of you are one, including the Yoruba chief in Kaswa. And we are going to tackle you people one by one. So let me just send this word of caution to you. Don't think say you are slashing Chukwudi Jude into pieces and you are lifting yourself and say you are a high chief. We don't know you in Ghana and we don't want to know you. This is a word of caution I'm sending to that particular man as well. You need to take heed from that and learn straightforward. Now, before I go to the Houston story, now let me just tell you guys also something here. Now there are a couple of people, when they come to the comment section, they don't really know what to say. Now let me tell you straightforward. Don't think that you love Muhammad than anybody, and don't think you are NDC more than anybody. We've been there before, and so when we are criticizing Anado, the same NDC were happy. And so when we are criticizing John Dramani Mahama, you have to keep quiet and your comments should be straightforward to the point. If you come and attack, I will attack you straightforward. Know it, because at the end of the day, we queued, we voted for a reset. TME, we queued, we voted for a reset. If we are not seeing the reset, we have to call a spade without wearing any political glasses. If you refuse to do that and you are wearing your political glasses and you want to say all manner of things, I do not care. I've said it. Say, Mahama ya dia ya Mecca. The last time I was praising him, I didn't see you, Mark, or say John, I didn't see you, John, coming to say all those things. And Mills, I didn't see you coming to say anything. Now when I criticize him, you guys are coming to talk and you think your attack will limit me, bring me down or something. No, I'm telling you, I'm a strong NDC before, and I'll continue to criticize because I voted for him for a change, for a reset. And if that is not happening, we will come and criticize. I've also voted for Nanado before. We voted for Nanado because at that point in time, we thought Mahama was not good. So we voted for Nanado. Nanado came and we saw the worst of it. And we complained, we bitterly, we talk about it on other platforms and stuff like that. So we will continue to do that. Because look, we are not myopic thinkers. We are not straitjacket thinkers. We don't depend on government to feed. And we don't even depend on YouTube to feed. Okay, so we are doing critical analysis and comparing apple to mango, and then we criticize people the way it is. We are there. Look at the way flood is everywhere in Ghana. Look at it. That is the sins of our people. That is the sins of the Abekistanis, and that is the sins of the street nightclub Ghana. That is why God is pouring more rain. Now it's not a crowd. Other places, Interland, now flooding. You think say God is a stupid person? Hell no, He's rewarding us with the things. Now, Ebusa, let me talk about the Houston thing. See this guy, Nigeria man, in Houston, trying to board a plane with a wrong boarding pass. Do you think a Ghanaian will do that? You particular guy will complain. Do you think a Ghanaian will go and board a plane? Will board a plane with a different thing altogether? Think about it and give me the answer. This is your humble servant right here, and I want you guys to comment below. We are cooking. Fila.